Yan, good morning sa inyo mga Kamang Berto. Yan, it's November 7th. Yan, Thursday. Balik tayo na ng Prince George.
Yeah, boy.
Nakaraos tayo kagabi sa ating no power vlog, ano. Yan, magkape tayo. Gawa ako ng kape. Yan, tapos punta tayo sa school. Yan, hindi ko nagamit tong sofa, but I'll see if it's comfortable. Yeah, yan, komportable. So, ganda ng tulog natin. Tahimik dito at it's pretty clean. Sandman in. Yeah, so there's sandman in throughout the BC, British Columbia. I think they're pretty good. They're pretty like 3.5 to 4 star maybe. Yeah, pretty clean. And so I like it, but it's not as wala atang amenities like hot tub, free continental breakfast, ganyan. So but if you become a member, I think you get certain points to get another discount for your next booking. Yan. So, yan mga ka-vlogs, Kamang Berto. Nakapag-check out na tayo. Balik tayo sa punta muna tayo sa school and check out the machines and then go back to Prince George.
A few hours later.
Yan, natapos ang ating inspection sa mga machines. So, 4 dito sa McBride, 2 sa elementary school, tsaka 2 sa high school. So, meron din mga business machines. So, dito yung printing shop. But sa bahay, pero hindi ko na hindi ko na ginawa ng PM inspection, preventative maintenance inspection. Yan. Ito 155 dito, mura-mura ng konti kaysa sa Belmont. Ayan, tayo magpagas. Ayan, ang kanyang presyo. Okay, ito zigzag dito driving sa canyon. Ito yung winter, pagka nag-snowstorm, mahirap makita yung daan. Ayun yung bundok ko. Ayan. Walang dito cellphone signal. Ito yung Highway 16 puntang west. Natin yung bundok. ayan, pasigsag dito ayos. Ayusin natin para maliwanag. Okay, ayan yung bundok. Dumi yung windshield natin, yung window. Merong rainbow. Ano lang nakikita niyo sa camera. Pero lang siya, partial rainbow. Yan. Yes. Yan, pag napuntahan kaya ba yung dulo ng rainbow meron kayang pot of gold. Sabi nila sa napapanood kong ba yan, yung sa Irish na parang leprechaun. Ayan. green leprechaun. Sabi nila may pot of gold daw sa end of the rainbow. Ayan, totoo kaya yan? Lang fairy tale pambata ata. Ayan. Ayan, sa mga bundok na may snow. Ayan. Wala na yung mga leaves. Naglaglagan na, nakalbo na, napanutsa na siya. Dito banda maulan at foggy ayan yung ulap ayan, pagka medyo malamig-lamig snow yan. Pero ulan pa ngayon sa ngayon dahil +3 ngayon eh, sa labas. Ayan, grabe. Rest area, yan, punta tayo dyan. Tingnan natin. Tingnan tayo, isang oras na ata. Yan, 9:30 na ngayon. 2 oras ang pag-ano dito. Drive from McBride to Prince George, 2 oras. Ideal ah. Nandito tayo sa rest area. Ayun oh, rainforest. Sabi niya oh, this globally unique area is one of the world's remaining inland rainforests. This wet forest contains cedar trees over 1,000 years old and rare plant species that are still being discovered by scientists. As our climate continues to change, this area of protected forest is an increasingly important source of biodiversity that will help maintain the ecosystem into the future. Yan, meron dun na creek. Ito ang ating may playground dyan oh. Ang nag-iisang rest area I think na full rest area. Yung iba ihian lang dito sa Prince George to McBride. Yan, tayo. Ayan o, non-potable water, unsafe for drinking. Yan. Okay.
A few moments later.
Ikot natin na dito. Tingnan natin kung ano meron dito. Sarap sana mag-drone no, para makita ninyo. Kaso basa eh. Basa yung paligid. Ayan o, yung river, yung creek. Parang rapids tawag yan. Minsan may mga bear dyan nanguhuli ng salmon. I think. Pero I think sa Skeena River yun, sa may Rupert or Kirimat or Terrace, parang gano'n. Sa Terrace ata yung Skeena River. Famous yun spot eh. Madaming mga celebrity na nagpupunta ron para mag ice fishing. Ay, may ice fishing. Yung alam mo yung salmon fishing, parang fly fish ang tawag dun eh. Ayun, ano, yung ulap andyan lang oh. Ayan, balik na tayo. Naka-stretch din tayo after ng about an hour, just a bit more than an hour driving. Kailangan mo mag-stretch. Masakit na din yung likod ko eh. More than close to 2 hours na nakaupo. Mabigat kasi yung tiyan natin. Kailangan tayong magpalit ng tiyan. Kaya nag-join tayo ng gym, you know. Yan, ancient forest. Meron siyang designated na native Indian name. Alam yan ang mga yan, Chonto Wudut Provincial Park. So dito sa British Columbia, lahat ng park na English may native name na kasama, no? I think it's a mandate from the BC government para hindi ma-feel na left out yung native Indian ancestry roots. Yan. Dito lang naman ata yan. Ewan ko lang sa Ontario sa Alberta. Yan. Tsaka every time na pagka nag-i-speech yung mga premier or sa anything to do with the government, with the land, sinasabi nila it's stolen land from native band. Sabihin nila yung native band kung saan sila nakatayo. It's a practice, no? I think they're still doing that here in the west. I don't know about in the east kasi mas matagal na yung mga ano dun eh, ang mga explorer or yung mga sumakop kaysa dito mga siguro 100 years old pa lang. Doon mga ano na eh, over 200 years old na ang sa east ng mga sumakop. I believe over 150 years old. Yeah, kasi 150 ang ano eh, I think kaka 170 years old lang ang Canada. It's a very young country, I think. And compared to like old countries, right? Like yung mga Persian Empire, yung mga Ottoman Empire, you know. Ottoman is Turkey, Persian is Iran. And so yung mga pag-aralan natin sa ating history, I guess. Ayos. Itong sinusundan kong logging truck, ano lang, parang gumigewang-gewang eh. Lalapitan ko para ano sana ako eh, mag-pass eh, baka may influence under something tong driver na to eh. Ayan, tingnan mo, kanina pa siya. I guess it's just fine, just the way yung ano kasi yung driving right now, it's really wet. Ayan, biglang bumagal ng gusto kasi pataas. Ayan, matakot kung bumagsak tong mga laging na dala-dala niya eh, tamaan tayo. Ayan, ayusin natin dashcam just in case. Ayan, alalay lang tayo driving. Ayan, ang daming mga big truck dito. Tapos yung dala mo eh, maliit na car lang. Lugi ka eh. Marami na akong nabalitaan na nagsalpukan dito dahil weather related din something, o kaya under the influence yung mga driver. Simula nung kailan ba na legalize yung Mary Jane, yung iba they take it while they're driving, I think. So sometimes pagka yung nagbo-vlog ako dun sa street, yung mga may open window na mga truck, parang pag dumadaan sila eh, naamoy ko yung ano eh, yung Mary Jane. So ayun o, ingat-ingat lang dahil sa mga Pinoy truckers natin dito sa Canada, sa mga ice road. Ayan, shoutout kay Pinoy trucker nga pala, si Marco Bando. Ayan, nakikita ko yung minsan pumunta siya rito. I think dumaan siya dito puntang Alaska, tsaka sa puntang Gwinnett 97 South, sa kanyang FB page. Alright. Ayan, mabait naman pala yung logging truck driver eh, para nag-signal siya na mag-pass ka na. Ayan na, ano na, yung line is not solid yellow anymore. Parang binigyan niya ako ng signal na parang right ano siya, turn signal, tapos medyo tumabi siya sa kanan. Tapos yun, nag-pass ako. Kasi diretso lang naman. Kasi medyo madilim eh. Kasi yun nga yung, ano niya, yung parang turbulent, ano niya, tsaka yung tubig. Medyo hindi natin makita, no? So, nag-signal siya. Binigyan tayo ng daan. At pasalamat naman ako at nung pag-pass ko sa kanya, tinap ko yung brake ko ng twice para sabihin thank you. Pero no. So kailangan ng ating sa driving
kailangan communication din sa importante yung mag-signal ka talaga kasi para smooth yung driving niyo, di ba? Lalo na yung mga minsan kahit in town, kahit hindi sa ganitong driving na pang matagalan. Kahit sa in town lang minsan nasa lubong mo tapos di mo alam magra-right tapos mag-right siya, hindi naman nag-signal. So parang nabitin yung mo yung pag left mo, kunwari magra-right siya, magkasalubong kayo. Yun. So kala mo didiretso. Yan. Ganun din pagka yung naghihintay ka sa T, sa letter T, tapos ikaw yung naghihintay, nakikita mo yung both ways traffic, left and right. Tapos yung nasa left mo is minsan nagra-right signal, but then diretso pala. Ayun din, isa rin yun sa mga cause ng traffic. So that's why you have to assume na mga idiot drivers yung mga nasa tabi mo. You don't never trust their signals too, right? So sa mga sa mga new drivers, just tip, like assume that all the drivers are idiots. Oh no. I'm just trying to be blunt. I'm just trying to make a point, right? Yeah, trying to be blunt also, so it would make a mark, right? So yeah, I guess yan yung aking tunan sa if you trying to make a point, just try to be blunt, so it would mark in your mind, right? So, or someone's mind. So it's just being frank. It's a good and bad some way kasi tayo mga Pinoy hindi naman tayo sanay na medyo mahihain tayo magsabi ng mga ganun but it's sometimes you have to do it. Yeah. So just a tip from someone who cares, I guess. All right. Yan, naman nagkita na naman si Haring Rainbow. But I don't know if you can see it that well. It's a little bit faint kasi may clouds. Kaya sana kung blue sky yan tapos lumabas si Haring Rainbow. Ayan. Masaya siguro dahil gay pride colors. Joke. Sa mga LGBTQ, no? Yeah, your rights are protected here in Canada, right? So, like, should be treated with respect, like a person you should be, right? Any other person, male or female, transgender or not transgender, trans man, trans woman. Everybody has feelings, right? So, yeah, kudos. Be certain number of kilometers may passing lane siya so mag-pass tayo dito. Yes. Then tapos merging lane na agad. Tapos na may passing lane. Please lang. 1.5 kilometer na nga tayo yung passing lane Umula, no? This one's better than snowball. Snow, madulas talaga. But this one, if it rains and then biglang bumaba yung temperature, yan, nagiging sleet or ice. Kaya delikado rin. Yan. Yan, talalaking truck talaga rito. Yan, parang may umuusok doon, no? Pero fuck yun Kala mo forest fire Etong magaling tong sakyan mo tong Honda CR-V 2022. Alam niya driver attention low, sabi niya. Tapos nakakaano lang ng maintenance due soon. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9. Yan. And pakita ko lang sa inyo, kala ko forest fire, yung pala, lang, mga clouds, fog. Hindi masyado kita kayo. Kanina kita eh. Kasi bumaba tayo eh. Sa taas tayo kanina eh. Sa taas na tayo ng bundok. At least 2,000 above sea level itong Prince George, I think. So, yeah, yung thin yung air niya. I guess. So, yeah, dry pa yung air. Lagyan mukhang forest fire nga ata. No? Also, ano to? Forest fire nga ata. Mausok. May forest fire eh. Yun yung forest fire. Ay. Controlled fire ata. Ayan. Mausok dito. Yung controlled fire. Ito yung okay. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa controlled fire. Yung may magmo-monitor para iwas sa forest fire. Yung mga dry tree. Kasi dati, before yung mga liberals na take power, may talaga forest fire control. So mga, I think it's provincial government magawa nun with the help of the federal funding. Lalo na yung sa Jasper because it's a national park, right? Federal park. So, yeah, dito sa mga provincial level, may forest fire prevention is to yung mga dry na dead trees, talagang sinusunog nila para in case of lightning, they it doesn't just burn, ignite, right? So that's the idea behind that. So yung ng liberals is like they don't want to produce emission or carbon, right? Because they said it pollutes the air. So they wanted to just mechanically take them out, they said. But nobody did that, right? So it's more hard work for the workers to take them all out, go inside the forest and take all the dead trees out. So it's not a common sense way, right? So yun, kaya the beloved Jasper National Park was in ruin because of that. And they also put a price on pollution, they said, and put back as a rebate. But like Canada is only a small percentage of users who pollutes the air. Like they should get involved with bigger country like the US and China, right? Yung mga produce talaga ng bad pollution. So there's no sense of like taxing Canadians because we're using natural gas or gasoline, so it's just a small percentage compared globally. So that's my point, right? So conservatives got more common sense than these liberals, right? So like I've never really involved in politics, but this one's get skin my nerves. Just really not common sense. Okay.
A few hours later.
Dito Lotto Max 55 million. Wala akong $5 kaya hindi na yung mga lang pag may sobra, kaso wala akong sobra. Lotto 55 million sana. $5 for 55 million. Yan, Lotto Max 2 beses sa isang linggo. Every Friday pala. Ang 2 beses pala yung 649, 26 million. Yan, may bilihan pala ng guns and ammo rito. Ito sa airport convenience store, bago to ESO siya.
Yan ang Prince George. Banda from here. Tapos dito yung jail. Kaya di advisable na mag-pick up ng mga rito. Hitchhikers kasi baka yung mga nakatakas dito sa jail. Yung jail. Yung malaking building na yan sa kanan. Yan. Maximum security jail yan. Tapos yung youth jail dito may separate pero tinanggal na. Nilagay na sa Lower Mainland. Gagawing mental hospital ata. And jail. Tapos dito pagbaba mo rito magkano yan magiging 70 tapos biglang 50. Natikita na once dito. Kasi hindi ko napansin. 70 tapos biglang 50 70 tapos 50. Tapos hindi ata ako naka-adjust ng 50. So, yan. Just tayo rito. May mga minsan nakaabang na mga pulis dyan sa baba. Sa gabi tsaka sa Joy. The day din. May construction. Ay yung famous railway bridge, CN Rail Bridge. Ayan, dito na tayo sa Prince George. 50 lang tayo. Buti sa taron Yung
2,000 years later.
Ayan mga Kamang Berto, nakarating na tayo sa Prince George. Ayan, may naghintay sa ating pagkain na shrimp and lamb daw. Galing sa Mr. Greek?
Opa.
Opa lang pala dito ang Mr. Greek. Dati may sa ibang malaking city. May mga Mr. Greek ganyan. At saka dito yung Greek restaurant sumabog. Yung sumabog tsaka nag-retire na yung may-ari. Yan. Ay mga vlogs, tingin nakuha natin sa sa tawag nito Amazon 16.99. Kaso wala siyang, hindi siya branded, hindi kagaya ng isa Hurley. Ito no name, but you'll do the job. Balik natin yung sa Winners. Yan, anong oras na ba? 9:10. Ito tayo ng gym para tayo imbis na nanood lang tayo ng TV. 9:28 na pala. Yan, para mag-burn tayo ng mga fat natin. Yan, checking in with you guys. Meron tayong poppy flower for Remembrance Day, November 11 I think. It's November 8. So one time si Don Cherry was 6 years ago, I think 5 years ago, sa Hockey Night in Canada. Sinabi niya na yung mga immigrants ata na kailangan i-commemorate din na nila ang mga veterans, para naman bigyan ng utang na loob sa mga veterans, no. So I think yung kanyang comment na yun naging sanhi ng kanyang pagkawala sa Hockey Night in Canada. Na fire out siya dahil doon sa CBC Night in Canada yun Hockey Night in Canada every Saturday. I think wala na siya ngayon doon. Pero I think what do you think kung tinitirahan natin ng Canada, we're paying taxes. I think, yeah, are we supposed to give respect? Oh, yeah, I mean, we give respect, but is it mandatory for the new immigrants, I guess, or ang mga dating immigrants na alam na nila na it's a practice to wear poppy flower like this every November, second week ng November for Remembrance Day. But yung parang ipipilit mo sa, I guess you have to educate new immigrants too, right, in Canada, para naman alam nila yung mga culture and practice here. But some newcomers, I guess they don't know na this was built by the soldiers that sacrificed their lives para hindi maging I guess, I don't know, communist or undemocratic. Nowadays, I think parang nagiging ganun na rin, no? Parang especially BC is a lot of social programs, so it's turning out to be part socialism, and especially yung mga healthcare aides na they get the free education. They're going to school and they're getting paid and they're getting education, so that's a socialist program, right? Social programs, and it's closer to communism. Like if the government in the communist government, the doctors, communist country like Cuba, Russia, they're professionals. The doctors are getting paid and getting educated through the government, and they're getting paid by the government, so it's not as big of a sweldo, compensation para sa kanila. So they end up sometimes trying to go to the States, so where they can make more money, right? So yun. What do you think yung mga socialist programs dito sa Canada? Is it you guys are voted for that, or voting for it, or approve for it, or not? So put your comments and see what we can discuss about the socialist or social programs here in Canada or British Columbia. All right.
A few moments later.
So yeah, no wonder Canada Post is losing money, because they're supposed to cover from 9 to 9. It's okay. Right? And then when you come in, you got no service. It says here to return at 1:20. It's only 1 at the moment. I have to wait 20 minutes. So one more thing in my house, when they deliver, it's a box, right? They put it on top of my mailbox, and the mailbox just get it just gets tumbled by like what I was saying, the box is just on the mailbox. It got tumbled by wind, and it got put to recycled blue bin, and they don't they're supposed to put it on right in front of the front door, but they never did. So yeah, that's just a beef with the Canada Post getting slowly losing money, right? Because of the business hours. Supposed to have coverage business hours, and right now they don't have coverage because nobody's here, right? Yeah, so the small private they're union, so that's probably why they think like they can just do whatever they want. So I'm gonna wait here, and it says even here, aggressive behavior will not be tolerated, right? But they're not being aggressive, they're just trying to make a point. Alright, tulog tayo ng sulat sa Ontario. Ito local, ito destination. Yan natin dito. Ito tayong isa. Yes. And hindi ko lang maalis ang sa isip ko, no, yung same minister na
nag-balloon up yung immigration is the same minister na para ma-solve ang housing crisis. Yung sino ba yun? I forgot his name. Mark Miller. Yan. Siya yung naging immigration minister na nagpa-balloon up ng immigration, and then siya ngayon ang housing minister that is trying to solve the problem of para ma-meet up yung housing issue dito sa Canada dahil sa immigration na nag-balloon up nga, no? So it's all talk. It's just all talk, and it's a little too late na yan na ngayon, dahil biro mo, after 9 years to 2015 pa sila in power, and then almost 10 years na ngayon, 2024 na ngayon end of almost 2024 ngayon, si Trump ang presidente na. So yung mga walk din ng USA natanggal na. Yan, tatanggalin na rin si Justin Trudeau, no? Hopefully early election. Hinihintay lang si Jagmeet Singh. Come on, do a no confidence vote, so we'll have an early election for Canadians. What are you waiting for? Why are you not doing that? That's because of your pension? Come on, dude. Wala tayong ampalaya. Ito tayo. Yan yung mga nakuha natin, pero wala ampalaya. Okay na rin siguro yan. Fruits, tingin tayo ng fruits. Ito, $2 each ang isang mango. Kaya wala pa si Trudeau, 99 cents, 88 cents, ngayon doble.
The next day.
Good morning mga ka-vlogs. Coffee, black, no sugar, no cream, no milk. Today's Remembrance weekend. It's holiday on Monday, November 11. So what's open and closed in Canada? So let me wear that puppy thing. So this is what we call a poppy. I guess from the poppy flower, right? Poppy symbolism. In Commonwealth members since the World War I. Poppy Day. It's why is Remembrance Day so important? So to commemorate all the fallen soldiers that died to fight for our freedom in World War II, for the veterans who sacrificed for the freedoms we enjoy today. So each November 11, each year, Remembrance Day is a federal statutory holiday, right? Dates back to the end of the First World War. It's also observed as a holiday in most provinces and territories, with the notable exceptions of Ontario and Quebec. So that means you can largely expect shops and businesses to be open in Ontario and Quebec on Monday, while banks and federal offices remain closed nationwide. So I was wondering, yeah, shops and like the...
Oh, wait, I see her. She's
I guess you get the Remembrance Day sales on Quebec and Ontario.
She's in the kitchen.
So all the malls are open, right? So Remembrance Day in Canada and the US is the same, because we shared the same yung ating same opponent in First World War and World War II. And most Filipinos are also fighting with the Americans that time, right? Against the Japanese, and all the Europeans are fighting against, and the British are fighting against the Nazi Germany. Yeah, at that time. So we were expected to commemorate Remembrance Day, November 11. So we enjoying the freedom that we have today. But at the current state of time, it's like we enjoying free speech and freedom of press, but seems like it's all being limited by the current government at the moment. Facebook is not showing any more news. It's kasi at that time the government said that they supposed to share pay, you know, CTV News or a Canadian broadcast system. So whenever they post in Facebook, Facebook has to pay them, right? But Facebook said we're not doing that. So na-limit yung mga posting ng Canadian content sa Facebook and some other platform, right? So yun, feels like it's not really enjoying the full freedom that we had before. And what else? Government is trying to put more rights in the students minor, which the parents are supposed to be taking care of that, right? So they have the ability to take away kids from you as a parent, if they think you're not doing the right job for the kids. You know, may bill something yun so for the school. I guess it pertains to the woke movement also. So we gotta have this common sense approach, right? As what the conservatives are doing at the moment. You know, we gotta pick a lesser of the evil, I guess. I'm not saying they're perfect, the conservatives, but they're making sense of what I'm hearing from their platform right now. Right? I get emails from the Conservative Party to donate, and that's a tax deductible. It says signed by their leader, Pierre Poilievre. So I haven't done any of that yet, but it's tax deductible, they said. And the other side I'm seeing is I'm seeing his post in Facebook, and I see the comments pouring in from Canadians. So here you go, happy Remembrance Day, and for the next vlog, and hopefully we'll make it a worthwhile visit to my channel. If you like this kind of content, give it a like, subscribe, and put your notification bell on so you'll be notified when the new videos are on. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.